welcome to a rather low-key vlog series. When I want to kick back, relax. It's the weekend, so why don't we just sit back, relax, and talk about some stuff. Okay, so here's what's going on. This is going to be the new MultimediaJay vlog, and it's going to actually be video blog type stuff. Unlike the last time I had something called the MultimediaJay vlog that was really my tech series with a stupid name. That has been fixed. So now I can finally just do vloggy type stuff here and there, and I don't really consider myself much of a vlogger. There are other people on YouTube that are far more into the whole vlog thing than I am, than I've ever been actually. Over the years I've thought of myself as too much of an audio-visual geek to really do too much sitting in front of the camera and talking type stuff, but I have had problems where sometimes the series on my channel have gotten a little too vloggy in nature and gotten a little too personal, so the workaround, I don't want to say workaround, but my solution to that once and for all is going to be to just have a vlog series, and even if I don't update it regularly, just chime in on stuff from time to time, because for whatever reason people actually like seeing me just talk about stuff. I didn't think it'd be all that interesting to a lot of people that tune into this channel, but what are you going to do? Folks actually like it, so why should I be snooty to them just because I'm not the biggest fan in the world of just talking about life on camera and stuff? So this is actually going to be a mixed format series. Sometimes I'm going to be doing camera stuff like this. Other times I'll just bust out the microphone and do things audio commentary style like the radio series. But definitely there will be a place for video blog type stuff and talking about stuff on this channel. But I don't expect it to be the dominant thing. I mean, there's people on here that love vlogging so much that that's all they do. I'm not one of them. Don't ever expect me to be one of them, and please don't pester the heck out of me to be more of a vlogger, because I'm only going to vlog when I feel like it. Anyways, so this past week I had something pretty interesting happen. Went out to Target to pick up a few things, and I noticed they had these robes on sale, like this robe right here. It's a Merona. And I've really been thinking ever since I got this thing. This thing was on sale. Yeah, it's a Merona. It's a Merona. Well, I guess most people would call this a bathrobe. But here's the interesting part. They didn't have it advertised as a bathrobe, despite that usually being the names of these types of things. They actually just had it advertised as a robe, as if it's a more general purpose thing to wear around the house. And I was thinking, you know what? Maybe I have been a little too close-minded when it comes to these things, and maybe I can find more uses for them, because my traditional use of bathrobes, so to speak, is, you get out of the shower, you toss this thing on, then you go toss on some clothes, or it's like something you wear when it's cold out around the house or something like that, or if you don't want to wear pajamas, that was big for me in college, because if you don't want to wear pajamas, instead of having as many pajamas to wash every week as your regular clothes and getting an extra load of laundry out of the deal, or something like that, or you just rotate between a couple of robes and then eventually just wash them with your towels or something. But so I've been thinking about that, and I don't know why they're even called bathrobes in the first place, because this material is most certainly not the kind of thing you'd associate with a bathrobe. So, and I got my first hint of this when I went to buy this thing. I go up front, and the cashier, you want to talk about how to get women's attention, how can guys get women's attention and stuff like that. I go to check out, right, and the cashier goes to scan this, and she deliberately takes a little longer to try and get to the tag, because she's like, ooh, I love this material, it's so soft and fluffy. Yeah, Sash almost hit the floor, good. Yeah, so she's like that with this thing, and I'm like, it's a robe, madam. Please scan it so I can get out of here. But part of me was thinking, how much would you like to bet that after I'm gone, she's like, oh, this is so soft and fluffy. She's gonna be like, she's gonna totally ignore the fact that this came from the men's section and get one for herself. I don't know. But the way they had this thing advertised got me thinking about the whole bathrobe idea in the first place. And yeah, what if this could be just like a more general purpose thing, like if it's cold out or something like that, to wear around the house? Because, it doesn't really, all you gotta do is just, can I put this on without standing up? Okay, to cut out like the 30 to 45 seconds it took me to figure out that I couldn't put this thing on while sitting down and stand up, put the thing on, tie the sash and everything, I just did that off camera. Well, now where were we? Okay, so I guess I am kind of like some sort of kung fu master here, like, oh, you still grasshopper? And of course, clothes underneath, I want to do the Hulk Hogan thing, Multimedia! Anyways, so I'm thinking with this whole robe thing, in terms of general purpose robe, as Target was saying and stuff like that, this is kind of warm and stuff. Maybe turn down the heat, wear this around the house. It's almost like a blanket with sleeves. Now, blanket with sleeves. What does that sound like? Some sort of as seen on TV product that's been sold in infomercials all over the place? Yes! Snuggies! Why on earth did we need Snuggies to be this big thing that's infomercialed all over the place, when all someone needs to do to get this blanket with sleeves effect is just wear a robe? Just stop calling it a bathrobe and call it just a plain old-fashioned robe. You know, why did we need all that marketing and stuff? So I think Target just owned me completely with that, because it never occurred to me, yeah, you know, besides, like, you know, when you step out of the shower and stuff, once this thing's dried off or something like that, or, you know, something along those lines, just keep it around so when it gets cold, you can just toss this on instead of having to turn up the heat. Never ever occurred to me once. 4 years of college, all those academic awards, nerdy stuff for decades with computers and electronics and stuff like that, and it never once occurred to me to have this just be like a blanket with sleeves. I'm going to turn down the heat and wear this a little more in the winter time instead of turning the heat up. Wonder how much I'll save on energy costs that way. So something to think about, you know, because the whole time I was growing up, I heard these things were called bathrobes, and they were associated with, you know, something you just wore when you got out of the shower. But I mean, the material isn't all that weird. Why not wear this around the house and turn the heat down a little, and not have to have some infomercial salesperson, Billy Mays wannabe, get in your face on television and try to sell you something you could have had all along as if it's a new and exciting product. Because blanket with sleeves, that's pretty much what this is. Why couldn't I have thought of this earlier? I don't know. But I'm going to turn down the heat now, because now it's a little too toasty in this thing. But yeah, just something I never thought of before. Man, I've been buying into this marketing crap I've seen on TV for far too long. So I'm going to turn down the heat, take it easy, keep this place like maybe 65 instead of 68 in the winter. See how much that lowers the energy bills, because heat is more expensive in the winter than air conditioning in the summer, because you have to have it going all the time, because of you have to have it going all the time so the pipes don't freeze. And you know, in the summertime when you're not home and stuff, you just turn everything off and who cares. But can't do that in the winter with the heat unless you want to risk your pipes bursting or anything stupid like that here in New England. I had a lot to think about. You know, I never thought that I'd be doing a YouTube video about bathrobes, but it never occurred to me in all this time. Man, I feel pretty stupid. So, time for me to kick back, relax, and enjoy my weekend. Just some stuff for you all to think about. You know, I like to think of like offbeat uses for household items, but yeah, I mean, why not just, you know, keep one of these, or maybe get another one of these. Have one of them to serve the traditional, like, just got out of the shower type robe thing, and the other for, you know, hanging around the house if it's a little cold out. Because, I mean, yeah, it's certainly the right material for it. I'm just flabbergasted that I didn't think of this stuff earlier. So maybe you folks can avoid the same mistake that I did. So think outside the box, even with the most mundane of things like this. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.